Applying for a teacher. Dialogue 1.
What's your major?
I major in English education.
Have you ever been an English teacher?
Yes, I was an English teacher in a senior middle school in 2004, and I taught students in grade 2. I also taught English for kids in my part-time at the same time.
Do you think you can make your students like your class?
Yes, I will try my best to help every one of my students, and I believe they like my classes.
Do you think you can be responsible for 20 classes a week?
No problem. Dialogue 2.
What's your attitude about the present teaching method in the middle school?
I think this would do more harm than good. Maybe we all realized a phenomenon that is, for most subjects, teachers always talk too much, but students just listen and take notes. This lecture method is poor. As this is an evil of long standing, it's difficult to change it.
How will you do for that?
I think teachers just are directors. They should give scope to the students' initiative and creativeness, instead of taking their rights away from speaking. So maybe it's better to divide students into groups and ask them to generate their own ideas actively.
Why do you think it is better?
It can help develop the problem-solving ability of students. Applying for a nurse. Dialogue 1.
Now tell me something about your professional education.
I graduated from the Nursing School of Beijing Medical University. The nursing school offered such professional courses as nursing science, nursing psychology, nursing ethics, internal medicine and its nursing, surgery and its nursing, pediatrics and its nursing, traditional Chinese medicine, acupuncture.
What do you think of the qualifications for being a nurse?
I think it should be responsibility, skill, patience, quietness.
What are the wards in which you have worked?
I have worked both in the medical wards and surgical wards. Dialogue 2.
What were you responsible for?
I was responsible for clinical nursing of patients in internal medicine division. My responsibilities included taking histories, keeping charts, giving injections, administering medication, testing temperature and blood pressure, preparing patients for treatments, changing sheets, and quits.
Can you communicate with patients in English? We need such nurses. She must speak English well.
I think I can. I have had such working experience when I worked in UFH Hospital of Beijing. Applying for an architect. Dialogue 1. Why do you think you are qualified for this post?
My major is architecture, and I have some related working experience.
What kind of experience do you have?
From 2006, I have been serving as an architect in the Venki Real Estate Development Corp.
What did you mainly do in your work?
I was mainly responsible for the blueprint of residents' community there.
What is your technical title now?
I just received the qualification certificate months ago. I'm a senior design engineer now.
Dialogue 2. What kind of work were you responsible for in the past employment?
I was mainly engaged in designing industrial construction projects. For example, I participated in designing the number 3 passenger terminal of Capital International Airport.
Are you able to design the multi-floor industrial building?
Yes, if I'm given enough information and all the designing requirements are clear and definite.
What is the deepest feeling you have as an architect?
Just like a famous person said, an architect must know the truth that 1 + 1 = 2, but also has to learn to think that 1 and 1 doesn't make 2.
Applying for an IT manager. Dialogue 1. Do you have any IT qualifications?
Yes, I studied computer science in Tsinghua University. and I got an MS degree. I majored in computer science.
Do you have any work experience?
Yeah, after I did my MS degree, I began to work for IBM.
What are you adept at?
I'm adept at data warehouse, data processing, SQL Server, Lotus Notes, and Power Builder.
Can you be responsible for monitoring technical design, developing and maintaining the database?
I have confidence in that. For the past 2 years, I've been working as a project manager for IBM.
Dialogue 2. Tell me something about your work experience in IT, please.
I have 3 years of experience working in the IT industry.
Have you ever designed any programs concerning database?
Yes, I designed some program for the system of workflow.
If you were appointed to a database programmer, what would you do in your opinion?
I would be responsible for writing computer program, developing block diagrams, utilizing available software and operation systems, and coding machine instructions, writing machine instructions, testing, debugging, and assembling program, and so on.
Which programming languages are you familiar with?
Visual Basic, Java, Extensible Markup Language, and SAP Report Language.
Applying for a bank clerk. Dialogue 1.
Do you like working with figures?
Yes, I like. I'm good at math at school.
Do you like meeting the public?
Yes, I enjoy meeting new faces every day.
Are you sure you can be a successful cashier?
I'm sure. You know my major was statistics, and I got excellent records in all of the courses I had taken.
Can you express yourself in good banking English?
Yes, there is no problem for me to talk with customers in English. Dialogue 2.
How long have you been working at that bank?
I have been working in the bank since 2004.
Why do you think you are qualified for the job?
I think I have a precise attitude, which is very important for a bank clerk.
And the post requires frequent communication with clients. What about your communication skills and client-serving senses?
I think I have these two abilities.
Have you heard that a cashier embezzled $50,000 from the bank and run away? What do you think of it?
I think this kind of thing indicates the cashier is not responsible for his work. His mistakes absolutely can be attributed to the personal character. Applying for a salesman. Dialogue 1. Do you have any experience with sales work?
Yes, I worked for ABC Company, a foreign trade company, for nearly 2 years, where I established business ties with several firms.
What do you exactly do at that company?
Yeah, visiting customers, dispatch consignments, and things like that.
Can you work in English?
Yes, I can speak fluent English.
Dialogue 2. Are you familiar with the export trade of cotton yarn?
Certainly, I have worked in the export department of a textile and garment company for 3 years.
Do you think you are qualified for the position of sales management?
Yes, because I held this kind of position before.
You'll have to travel frequently if you accept this position. Are you free to go on business trip?
No problem. I enjoy traveling, especially the chances to go abroad to deal with export business.